I'm Aleah Clinton, and this is your WTRT Tigers Roar News update for Tuesday, October 8th. In national headlines, the Supreme Court grappled at times on Tuesday with historic cases that could impact millions of LGBTQ Americans. At the end of 2 hours of lively arguments, it seemed clear that the 4 liberals on the bench believed that federal employment law that bars discrimination based on sex includes claims of sexual orientation and gender identity. 2 separate cases were argued on Tuesday, one concerning whether the law encompasses claims of sexual orientation brought by Gerald Bostock and the estate of Donald Zarda. The other concerned a transgender woman, Amy Stevens, marking the first time the court heard arguments regarding the civil rights of a transgender individual. How the justices' rule could have critical implications for the LGBTQ community, made up of approximately 1 million workers who identify as transgender and 7.1 million lesbian, gay, and bisexual workers, according to UCLA's Williams Institute. While the 4 liberals may side with the LGBTQ petitioners, it is unclear if one of the 5 conservative justices will join them. All eyes were on conservative Justice Neil Gorsuch, who often focuses on the plain text of a law when analyzing it. Gorsuch told a lawyer for the LGBTQ side at one point that it could be a close call, suggesting he thought they could win on the plain text of the law. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi stressed the importance of protecting whistleblowers' identity as she spoke to the reporters in Seattle on Tuesday. The intelligence community respects the role of whistleblowers, Pelosi said. We all do, but in intelligence, protecting the whistleblower is absolutely essential so that there's no retribution or anything for speaking the truth. Whistleblowers must be protected, she added. House Intelligence Committee and lawyers for the whistleblower who filed a complaint about President Trump's conduct are discussing extreme measures to protect the individual's identity amid growing concerns about his or her safety, according to several sources familiar with the process. It is still unclear when the whistleblower might ultimately talk with the committee, but among the measures being discussed are the possibility of using an off-site location, limiting Hill staff and members who would be present, and even disguising the individual's image and voice. If the House of Representatives wants to impeach President Trump, it won't get the White House's help. The White House sent a blistering letter to House leaders saying the Trump administration won't cooperate in the impeachment inquiry, calling the whole thing an illegitimate and unconstitutional effort to overturn the results of the 2016 election. Earlier in the day, the State Department had blocked Gordon Sondland, U.S. Ambassador to the European Union, from testifying before Congress about the Ukraine controversy. Sondland is now being subpoenaed. The Trump administration's stance leaves House Speaker Nancy Pelosi with a big decision, says CNN political analyst Stephen Collinson. Take the fight to the courts, where the impeachment drive could get bogged down in months of legal challenges, or move quickly in drafting articles of impeachment and play into Trump's claims that she's running a kangaroo court. Turkey said its military will cross the border into northern Syria shortly. That comes from a tweet sent out early this morning from Turkey's communications director. After President Trump this week agreed to move U.S. troops out of that part of northern Syria, Turkey basically has a green light to attack Kurdish forces, which Turkey considers a threat. Critics on both the political left and right say Trump's decision to abandon the Kurds, who were instrumental in the fight against ISIS, is a betrayal. And other news. 2 major retailers say they will no longer sell e-cigarettes in the U.S. amid mounting health questions surrounding vaping. Supermarket chain Kroger and drugstore chain Walgreens announced Monday they would discontinue sales of e-cigarettes at their stores nationwide, citing an uncertain regulatory environment. The situation is taking on new urgency in recent weeks as authorities scramble to understand a rash of mysterious vaping-linked illnesses that have put healthy people in the hospital with serious lung diseases. Federal officials say there have been at least 1,080 injuries and 18 deaths connected to e-cigarettes. Walmart had already announced last month that it would stop selling e-cigarettes at its stores nationwide, and now Kroger and Walgreens have joined them in banning the controversial vaping products. In local news, the Chatham County Police Department announced Tuesday the department plans to institute new measures to help better serve domestic violence victims. The department is implementing a protocol designed to help identify the most at-risk victims of domestic violence and take immediate action to help ensure their safety. Chatham County Police say the change comes after several months of study and preparations. Officers will now ask domestic violence victims a series of questions known as a lethality assessment. The department says the assessment can help determine how at risk the victim is for escalating and potentially fatal violence. In cases where the risk is deemed great, victims will have the opportunity to be transported by a Chatham County police officer to a safe shelter where they will immediately receive assistance and a place to stay. Training will be conducted for all patrol officers on when and how the questionnaire should be used and what results require immediate action. In campus news, the WTRT October workshop schedule is out and available now in the JMC Student Media Center. The list of workshop topics include editing with Adobe Premiere, Adobe Audition, demo reel composition, filmmaking, and more. The list is highlighted by a filmmaking workshop featuring JMC grad Nakia Stevens on Wednesday, October 16th. For more information, swing by the JMC Student Media Center located in Whiting Hall, room 126. On Thursday, October 10th at 11 a.m., you are all invited to Ace H. Gordon Library, room 202. Jesse Blanco, the host of the two-time Emmy-nominated show Eat It and Like It, will speak to Savannah State University students. His visit comes as SSU marks Hispanic Heritage Month on campus. Blanco is of Cuban descent and will share stories about his roots and his work as a journalist. SSU's Visual and Performing Arts Department presents a group exhibition featuring artwork by distinguished faculty, alumni, and local artists that are friends of the Savannah State family. The exhibition is open in the Kennedy Fine Arts Gallery until Saturday, November 2nd. A reception will be held Thursday, October 24th between 5:30 and 7 p.m. Gallery hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., free and open to the public. In sports news, after losing to Belmont Abbey College last weekend, the Savannah State Lady Tigers are returning home to battle against the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference opponent, Benedict College. In the last conference match, the Lady Tigers played. SSU swept Payne College 3-0. Historically, SSU and Benedict College are tied one match win apiece, each taking a loss in their home court. Tonight's match is at 6 p.m. Savannah State will have another home game in October 11th in Tiger Arena against conference foe Fort Valley State. This has been your WTRT Tigers Roar News Update for Wednesday, October 9th. I'm Aleah Clinton. Thank you for watching.